Hi everybody and welcome back. This is another TTM video. As we're fond of saying, we like to get autographs TTM or through the mail just by sending your favorite athlete or celebrity a card or a photograph through the mail along with a self-addressed stamped envelope, and you'll be surprised how many times you can get a return. When we do, we come to YouTube and make videos. That way we can all share the information. And with the virus that's going around, the autographs are still coming in, much more slowly than normal, I must admit. But they are trickling in. I haven't received any from spring training, but that's not too surprising because I only sent 3 this year, and one of those was highly doubtful anyway. So as Troy Rudder so aptly said in his video just the other day, I wouldn't expect to get anything back, and those will probably just be discarded in the trash, I'm sorry to say. Anyway, over the weekend and today, I've got 4 in, so we'll just go right along in, and hopefully they will still continue to come in. First one is from Santa Clarita, California. I hope all of you are doing well out there in YouTube land, wherever you're watching from, staying safe. And this is a Super Bowl Superman card, Jim O'Brien. Signed Super Bowl V card, signed that Colts helmet card, and, oh, that's nice. Signed his card where he kicked the winning field goal in Super Bowl V to beat my Dallas Cowboys. He's 73 years old now. He's had the odd situation in the NFL. He played kicker, and he also played receiver, and had a relatively short career. Only played 4 seasons. I love these Super Bowl Superman cards. You can get these so inexpensively, and there's so many good cards in there, including Hall of Famers who will sign through the mail. I generally, if I see those, I'll generally offer $5 per set. There's about 200 cards per set, I think. And out of those, you can get several big-name players who will sign through the mail. Great set to pick up if you ever see it. It's just a little box set. It's silver and blue, and it says Super Bowl Superman. It was done by ProSet in 1990, I believe. But, yeah, he only played for 4 seasons from 70 to 73 and was certainly the hero of Super Bowl V. He kicked the field goal with just 5 seconds on the clock to win that one, 16-13. Real defensive struggle. In fact, Chuck Howley of the Cowboys, defensive player, linebacker, was voted MVP of that Super Bowl. I don't know if it says there or not. It doesn't. But anyway, yeah, 16-13, Super Bowl V. 7 days. Jim O'Brien's not going to let the coronavirus deter him from returning TTMs. All right, on to the next one. This is from Metroplex, Michigan. Get several back from the Metroplex area. I don't know who this one would be. It's another footballer, Greg Landry, quarterback. He's also 73 years old. They played pretty much in the same era. He played for 17 seasons, unlike Jim O'Brien, he only played for 4. 68 to 84, several teams, including here you see with the Lions and the 72 tops. He also played for the Colts and for the Bears. He actually made the Pro Bowl this season. That was his only Pro Bowl season, 71. And then he was NFL Comeback Player of the Year 5 years later in 76. After his playing career, he became a coach. And I guess his claim to fame as a coach was being on Mike Ditka's staff. 1985, he was probably doing the Super Bowl shuffle along with most of those other Bears when they went to the Super Bowl and dismantled the New England Patriots pretty badly, 46-10, I believe. Greg Landry's pretty quick, 10 days, no fee for quarterback Greg Landry. Next one is from North Texas. We get a lot from North Texas. Pretty big post office, I'm betting, and it's well known for its postmark, which is always bright black. Very clear to read. And this is another footballer, John Gesek, former offensive lineman. He's 57 years old. Sent him a bunch of cards because he's a really good signer. Let's see if he signed all of them. I sent him 4 cards, which is usually my max. That's where I max out for 291 upper decks and 291 pro sets, all signed in blue Sharpie. Thank you, Mr. Gesek. He played for 9 seasons, offensive lineman. Was a guard for a long time for the Cowboys in their Super Bowl years. And then when he was traded to the Redskins, I believe, his former offensive coordinator, Norv Turner, picked him up and then moved him to center when he was with the Redskins, where he ended his career as a center. But he was on that offensive line that made big holes for Emmitt Smith and led the Cowboys to 2 Super Bowls back-to-back, 27 and 28, I believe. Let's check my notes. Yep, 27 and 28, 2 consecutive Super Bowls. Got that back in 42 days, no fee for Mr. John Gesek, 4 out of 4. He's a very good signer. Again, I don't like pressing the issue. I like to send about 2 usually. But if they're known to be good signers, then I'll send more. If I have more cards, of course. Sent 4 to Mr. Gesek, and he signed them all. So I think I probably asked him to keep one if he didn't have them. Next one's coming from Greensboro, North Carolina, the Piedmont Triad area. And it is Mr. Richard Petty, the King. All right. He's 82 years old. He signs in that white pen very often. Very different. This is a 101 from Mr. Petty. Nice, those Pepsi Victory Lane cards. I sent those out to Cale Yarborough and AJ Foyt and Mr. Petty. 82 years old now. He's a NASCAR driver, Winston Cup champion. Drove for 35 or 36 years, from 58 to 72. NASCAR champion 7 times. Daytona champion 7 times. He's nicknamed the King for good reason. He's the most accomplished driver really in the history of the sport. Motorsports Hall of Fame, International Motorsports Hall of Fame, NASCAR Hall of Fame. Won the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1992. One drawback is I've heard, and I don't have confirmation of this, but I've heard there's a 2-item limit. I only sent him 1. And they'll keep pretty good track, and there's only 1 request per year for Mr. Petty. But he signs just about everything. I've seen him sign die-cast cards and Funko Pops and cards and photographs. Very great signer, great TTM man. No fee for that Hall of Famer. 18 days I got that back. He's really a national treasure. I advise all of you guys. If you're just now getting into the TTM game, get Richard Petty. It'll make your day. The King. Well, that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching. 4 returns today. Jim O'Brien, 7 days, no fee. Greg Landry, 10 days, no fee. John Gesek, 42 days, no fee. And Richard Petty, 18 days, no fee. Hey, if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, there's a rectangle that says subscribed. Click that and then hit your notification bell. That way you'll be notified of all my future videos. And make sure you leave a comment down below. I love to read them, love to comment. And I'll have my email in the description as well. If you need to send me a private email, go ahead and shoot me that, and I'll be glad to help you any way I can. That's it for now, guys. Stay healthy out there. Glad you're watching, and we'll see you soon.